Hi, this is Bethany Gagne, founder of the Albany Peace Project, and today I'm here with Tim Moon, and many of you may have met Tim at the opening concert. He was the master of ceremonies, and Tim has become a very good friend and a strong supporter of the Albany Peace Project in many different ways. Tim, can you tell people a little bit about your background?
Yeah, sure, I can. I've worked in the human services field for about 30 years, 35 years actually, about every 5 years. I've worked for 3 companies, but about every 5 years I got a different role inside of those companies. So a lot of different things, working directly with clients, working in administration, evaluation, quality assurance, those kind of things. And currently I'm running supportive living programs for addicts in a program in Troy.
Oh, okay.
Working with substance abuse survivors.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we were talking before this about how you were telling me that you've been meditating on and off for about 30 years, and you tend to go to it, or you tend to, it has really helped you through some difficult times.
Yeah. Meditation for me began when I was in college, and it was a tool that I was taught to use to help me in difficult situations. Never became a practice. It was something that I kind of stumbled across periodically because the message that was given to me was if I'm in a difficult situation, meditation just might help. So that's what I would do. I'd get into periods in my life where I felt like I needed something, some kind of contact with something that because whatever I was trying to do wasn't working, and so reaching out and trying to spiritual seeking, if you will. And meditation was always part of that. It helped me through my master's program. It had very clear, tangible benefits for me in terms of being able to focus better, in terms of being able to diminish anxiety, test anxiety, those kind of things. So, why I didn't take the clue that it was working for me and maintain it as a practice for all those 30 years, I don't know. About 3.5 years ago, I had, went through some serious life changes, and meditation has become part of a daily practice for me. And it's reaped enormous benefits, all the things that I'm talking about, but also just kind of a better sense of contact with Source, and through that, kind of overall greater peace and serenity, and that's and joy of life. And I think of myself as a lover of life on life's terms, which that's a pretty good accomplishment.
That's
sometimes,
an excellent
right?
accomplishment.
Yeah.
Actually, just to let you know, Steve is going to be
Tim.
Steve.
I've been called worse. That's fine. Who's Steve? It's okay. I've done past life regression too, and it might have been Steve at one point. I'm not sure.
If I knew how to edit this, I'd be gone.
No, never. This is the best part. Do not take this out. Okay.
Anyway,
Steve.
Tim,
sure
you were scheduled to actually talk about that. You were talking about accepting life on life's terms, and what a major accomplishment that is. So you're going to be giving a talk on radical acceptance at Numinous in February, right?
Correct.
Because it's become somewhat of a passion for you.
Absolutely.
Should we turn
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Let's not. Let's accept this for exactly what it is. Because it is what it is. If you guys aren't having as much fun as we are, you got to come to my workship, because this is the key.
Absolutely.
Acceptance really is the answer to all my problems. And meditation is a big part of that.
Right.
It really is. Look, the truth is that what is right now is all there really is, right? And so, this talk is gonna, quite frankly, I don't know what this talk is gonna do yet, but precisely, what we're gonna do is have an opportunity, if you come to this talk, to explore that with me, explore that with the other people that are there. What are the challenges in our life? Because we all have them.
Right.
And one of the biggest challenges that we face when we're dealing with problems in our lives is how to deal with the suffering that we do about those challenges, which has nothing to do with what we usually essentially can do practically about those challenges. And that when we do that, when we overcome that, we've got so much more capacity to be able to deal with things in the basis of the reality of what's really going on.
Right.
And we have the energy that we need to have lined up the way we need it lined up. And, you know, the miracle of the whole thing usually is that things do work out for me.
Right.
You know, they work out for me when I'm lined up with source energy, and solutions come when I'm quiet and able to receive them.
Right.
They don't when I'm all, you know, mucked up in the you know, the awfulness of things.
Right.
Which,
right.
And you know what? When things are beautiful, I don't usually perceive myself having this problem.
Right.
But it's when challenges come up that I have this problem. And acceptance is, you know, just a marvelous tool for being able to deal with the challenges, to deal with life on life's terms.
Right, right.
Because what choice do we have?
Exactly.
And we know we're making that choice.
Right, right.
You know, life is not making the choice for us. We make the choice of how we're going to respond to life.
Yeah,
and,
yeah. So we can argue with it. We can argue what will happen. We can argue all day long, but it doesn't change.
How's that working for you?
Right, exactly, exactly.
And it doesn't, you know, usually.
So, and you were also talking about how you've been using the meditations to kind of recalibrate every day, that you feel like meditation now has become a tuning for you. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, exactly. We talk a lot about, and the basis of the Albany Peace Project is actually energy. You know, I know, you know, and we've all had the experience of somebody walking into a room and you can feel what that person's putting out when they come in, whether it's positive or negative.
Right.
I mean, we've usually had the experience where someone's coming in, they're just, whoa,
right,
watch out, you know, duck, get out of the way, this one's coming. But we feel that energy, and you know, we think something about that is, okay, you can see how upset they are, and we think it's our thoughts about that is, you know, causing this interchange. But what we know when we look at things at the, you know, most basic, smallest quantum kind of level of things, that there is energy, there's, you know, there's vibration, it's, you know, it's waves, it's real energy. I'm going to do a little bit with that in my meditation, just kind of the sense of being able to feel our own and understand, you know, if I can feel that emanating from me, you know, beyond my own kind of boundaries of my body, then I understand that that's a real effect, and I know that other people are having the same effect. And so what I'm trying to do is tune my energy to the sweetest, most loving, compassionate energy I can possibly tune it to, because that's the effect that I want to have in the world. If I think that any other impact is going to be good for me or anybody else, I'm deluding myself.
Right, it's true.
Right, so I've heard in many people's meditations, you know, this idea of light source, you know, source energy coming to me through light coming from above and from below, and meeting in our heart. We'll do that during this meditation. And that process for me is about, you know, that source energy and the grounding, foundational energy that comes from the earth, meeting in my heart and tuning my frequency to the frequency it needs to be in alignment with them. And when I'm in alignment with that, everything's good.
Right.
You know, everything is really good.
And it's all within our power to do this every day, to
Absolutely.
realign. Right?
It's a choice.
We just have to remember, right?
It's a choice. We have to remember. Good luck with that. You know, I forget all the time.
And be diligent.
Yeah.
Right.
But the practice of daily meditation puts me in a space where I'm more aware.
Right.
When, wait a second, you know, something's wrong here.
Right.
You know, there's a spiritual axiom that I'm familiar with that says, whenever I'm upset, there's something wrong with me. You know, there may be something wrong with the world.
Right.
There may be other people that are doing things that would be objectionable by anybody's standards, and that would, you know, other people would say, but it would make you upset too. Yes, it would.
Right.
You know, and it does. But the fact that I'm upset is the only thing that I can do anything about. You know, so when I'm upset, there's something wrong with me. The only place I can focus is me.
Yeah.
And when I take care of that, then I get myself back into some kind of vibrational harmony with all that is loving and kind and supportive, which is source energy. I'm going to be able to handle anything much more kindly myself,
and
compassionately myself.
That's the power of this work, right?
Yeah,
and I'm looking forward to your meditation, and we'll recalibrate and tune ourselves up.
All right, sounds good.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Tim.
Look up there.
Thanks.